Which one? Nope, yeah, that one. Nope, the other one. That one, yep. Alright. One more. There you go. Alright, now push this one.
Oh.
Alright. That's good. We are in the garage here with Bear working on Jackson's dirt bike. We are installing one of these Chinese Ping Pang special handlebar mount headlight. So these bikes, so the reason you can't just put headlights on this is the stator is only enough to fire the ignition on this. So you have to upgrade the stator, which that's a whole nother cost. I'm not doing all that stuff, especially for a little dirt bike. So what I got is, so this kit, I'm going to unbox it here, comes with the light, switch, and everything other than your power source. So the good thing is I already have a power source. So this, I actually had it wired for a strobe light, or actually not a strobe light, like a LED whip. But anyways, this is an M12 battery adapter for Milwaukee batteries. So I'm going to install this with the light kit and with a little battery. We should have a nice little bright light. So what do you think, Bear? You ready to install this or what?
Yep.
See, Bear took a pretty good spill there before on his dirt bike. He was going really fast down the hill, and he started twisting the handlebars, and he went flying up over and crashed right on the asphalt. But he did really good. He didn't cry much, and he got right back on the dirt bike, and we're riding again, right? Say, Bear, you're tough. Show me your muscles. Show me those muscles.
Nope.
You want to show me the boo-boo?
Yeah. See?
Yep. Yep, but you're tough. Give me a high five. All right, here we go. Alright, so here I got this thing in position where it seems to be, it's going to work. I got it. I just kind of try to play around with, see where it's going to look the best and work out decent with mounting wise. So I had to pull this out in order to kind of get the bracket in there. I'm going to go back through and I'll Loctite. I'll put blue Loctite on all these screws when I'm done. So far what I'm seeing is the brackets that hold this light on are very chintzy. These little L brackets, not the ones that mount on the handlebars. The little L bracket that go between those two. I imagine that's going to be something that's going to break at some point, either from vibration, or that would be the first thing that'll let go if you were to actually get in a crash. But I do like how small the light is. Where a lot of these lights are a little bit too big, and it sits back far enough that I don't think it's going to really get hit ever. Like, I mean, there's always a hey, come on, come back, I'm taking a video. Yeah, you can watch it over there. Anyways, so there's no like Loctite on any of this stuff on the threads. Hey, get out of there. You probably want to watch him more anyways. He's more entertaining. But anyways, so yeah, I'm not going to Loctite anything until I actually go through and make sure this is going to work. I'll have to play around with how I have it aimed and everything once it's nighttime, but I just want to get everything mocked up kind of and see what looks good and if it's going to work. And I do like, the other thing I like with the light kit is that it comes with like a nice weatherproof connector. Everything's weatherproof connectors, so that should be nice. So let's get it all installed here. Let's go. Alright, so the nice thing, depending on what, I mean, I guess it's nice depending on what your point of view is, but if you're someone who's just looking for a kit, this is nice because it's going to have everything. It is plug and play, but the thing is, you see how long this wire is. I don't want to have to tuck all that wire up. Plus, I already have a fuse in my battery holder here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this off here, and I'll wire that directly into here, and then that way I won't have so much extra wiring. And then I'm going to see where I'm going to mount that. Like, obviously it would be easy just to mount that right on the number plate up front, but that would look silly to me and stick out. But where else am I going to put it? That's a great question. So I don't know. We're going to figure it out. But first I got to get that wired up, and then I'll test it. Once I know everything works, then I'll work on installing it. Alright, so here we go. We got it all together. And it's, yeah, I think it's about bedtime for this boy. Not me, Barrett. But anyways, there it is. That pops off, whatever. Here's your switch, on off. And see where I got. This is a little fuse, which also has a switch on it, but I've got that taped up there, or zip tied, same thing. It's been a long day. I'm fasting right now, so there it is. Thanks, Bear. Good job. So yeah, 40 bucks versus, I don't know, I think it's 160 some bucks for that stator. So maybe this will be temporary, and what I might end up doing is just eventually getting rid of the power supply and just running a wire down to wherever my 12 volts come from once I upgrade the stator. But for now, you know what, for 40 bucks, like I said, I already have this. Technically you'd have more into it, whatever this adapter was, 20 bucks or something like that, but I already had this, so it only cost me 40 bucks. But the kit is not by any means top quality or anything like that. It's 40 bucks. It's an Amazon special. But if it works for a little while, then maybe it's the right solution for right now. So there you are. Alright, so I wanted to do a kind of post-ride review of this now that I've gotten to test this a couple days at night. Really happy with this light. Honestly, for 40 bucks, it's great. It's got a nice wide beam. The LED light that I put on my KTM is definitely brighter. But this thing has a nice, like, it's perfect for this thing. And yeah, for that price, I'm super happy. So again, overall thoughts, this switch will probably be a weak link, I think. But man, yeah, you can't get any better than that for 40 bucks on a little kid's dirt bike. So this works out really great, actually. And the battery life, I only put like a little 1.5 CP 1.5 M12 battery, and it lasted, I don't know, hours. I just put it on charge anyways. We rode like 2 or 3 different nights just for a little bit here and there, but it still was probably, I would say, 3 or 4 hours worth of riding, and it still was bright. So anyways, yeah, super happy with all that. And if you're following along with all the other things we were doing on the bike, so bike works great now. We have that new chain, new sprockets, and what else do we do? This strap, honestly, I don't think it's not. I don't really care for that. I might take that off and put it up front, because on this there's actually frame right here and right here, and I just lift it from there, and you can move the bike around just fine that way. So but the brakes work great now with those EBC brakes, and adjusting everything on that was great. So brakes feel solid again. So really the only thing we got to do now come this winter is we're going to go through and pull that car apart and do a rebuild, put the factory jets in it, and see if I can make it so it's not running quite so rich. So other than that, we'll get some new tires on it too, probably during the winter once we wear these down a little bit more, which isn't going to take long with how much we tend to ride this thing. So anyways, yeah, hope this was helpful. Hope maybe, I don't know, and if not, hope you had fun watching. See ya.